Hi, future me, or whatever. It's 31st December 2025. It's 11:30 right now, and in about half an hour, people are going to be shouting and screaming that, Yay, it's New Year! And even though I do not agree with this New Year being celebrated in the middle of winters, of course, to disrupt our biological cycle or whatever it is, but I have been celebrating it for the past 24 years of my life, and I think I my body has been clocked to it in a certain way. So instead of yapping, yeah, I wanted to make a reel of what my achievements are for 2025, and if a few failures as well, because video formats always feel fresh, right? You always come back to them and you feel like, oh, maybe this was posted yesterday only. And so I want to just post this on YouTube, and I just want to see myself, because a few days back I was seeing a few other videos of mine and I realized how relevant they still are to me. I mean, I still resonate with those topics. Maybe in 10 years I won't, or maybe in 10 years something will change. But I think I'm going to post this video as it is. So for my achievements of 2025, I I wanted to do it with a cake, but I realized I do not eat cake, so why should I be doing it? Also, I decorated my room a little because I wanted a part of me, you know, when I'm here. Anyways, I've made my notes, guys. Okay. Achievement number one of 2025. I read 7 books this year, irrespective of the size. I mean, they were thick, they were thin, I don't know, but I've read 7 books this year because I kept a note. I made a tab of what books I was reading. There are still a few. I read in total, I think 15 books, but I read 7 completely, and rest are still work in progress. I understood the meaning of consistency. I worked out consistently, even though there were days where I didn't want it to at all. I still did. Even if I just gave 50% of my energy, I still did. I redefined what consistency means for me. I left my job. I left the lifestyle that was not the right choice for me. 2025 is the year where I chose myself. It was a weird year, I mean, it was a beautiful year, but also a weird year. Allowed myself, I realized I do not allow myself rest. I realized that every time I take rest, I hug myself and I guilt myself over it, that why do I even do that? I am able to, which number this is, I made 10 projects, you know. I worked on 10 projects. One was my birthday dress that I loved, and few of them projects were like, I mean, all of them were like things I wanted to make, things I wanted to exist in this world, which I made them. So, yeah. I learned how to calibrate my emotions better. Like if I'm feeling myself spiraling down, I would let myself, and I would eventually later on analyze from a third perspective or a fourth perspective, and I try to relate as to why did I feel it. I got my driver's license. I learned how to drive a two-wheeler and a four-wheeler. Achievement, right? I learned how to love myself and be kind to myself, how to be grateful for the life that I have. I moved back to my hometown and I realized that it's not that bad. I wasn't just allowed to go out a lot. And now that I am, it's actually a great place. Cherish the small moments that I have with my family, and I realized how limited they are, yet how abundant they are around me, which oftentimes go unaware. Now, for the failure part, I think I would say I'm still learning how to let go of fear. and I would say I didn't really make my portfolio. That is goal number one of 2025, 2026, sorry. Making that damn portfolio and applying to those jobs, because 2026 is the year, and I know it is the year that I'm going to be financially independent, that I'm going to be working in the best job that I've always wanted to work in. 2026 is the year where I speak up more confidently, where I find myself back again. I find my way back to me. I mean, 2025 was also the year where I paved the way back to myself. But 2026 is the year where I consolidate myself. I'm not saying I will make an identity of me and I'll stick to it, because that's not who I am. I feel like I'm very fluid in that matter. I can be anything, anywhere, everything. So meet you on what, 31st December 2026, 11:30 maybe. Happy New Year and good luck. And I know I've achieved it. Oh.